Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is the draw video for picking the winner of our Advent Calendar Challenge 2024. Now, I've had more entries this year than I've had in any previous year, so I wanted to say thank you very much to everyone who entered the competition. And also, a lot of you put little messages on either before or after the email to thank me for the channel and things like that. So I just want to say thank you very much for those messages. It's really nice to read. So thank you very much for those because, as I say, it was just really nice to read. And, although I like to think we've got a bit of an interaction going both ways here, it's often sometimes difficult to get that direct feedback, although you guys give me plenty of feedback in the comments, which is nice. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for all the lovely messages. It was quite humbling, so thank you. Now, before we pick the winner, we had probably best go through the answers, hadn't we? I'm going to flash the images up as we are going with these. So, for the those of you who have missed it and are watching this video for some reason, I don't really know why you would be, but the Advent Calendar is something that we started doing about 4 years ago now. It's something that we now do every year. It's become something of a tradition. And every day we have a different image. So, one year we had flags, one year we had uniforms. 1 year we had stills from movies and TV shows of, from the Napoleonic, or not from the Napoleonic, set in the Napoleonic era. So, this year we did paintings of different battles, and the idea is that at the end of the 24 days, you obviously get a new picture every day. At the end of those days, you send me your answers. If you get 16 or more correct, then you are entered into the prize draw. So it would make most sense to me to start with the 1st of December. I'm nothing if not a traditionalist when it comes to this kind of thing. And the picture we had for the 1st of November was of the Battle of Austerlitz. This, I think I said in the clue video, is the cover of a box of, I want to say, Italieri models, but it might not be. It might be a different manufacturer. I'm sure you'll let me know. It might be Hat, actually. But yes, this depicts the Battle of Austerlitz. The second one, we went back into the early days of Napoleon's career, and it showed the Battle of the Pyramids. Some people put the Battle of Giza. That's absolutely fine. It's known as that as well sometimes. Either of those is fine. The third one, we had the Battle of Salamanca, which is one of my favourite battles, certainly one of my favourite Peninsular War battles. Not my absolute most favourite, but certainly up there, where a bunch of guys in bright red coats managed to ambush the French. I don't know how either, but they did. So, number 4, we had the Battle of Ligny. And that is the famous windmill that was Blucher's command position. Now, I've been a bit silly here because I've done Ligny twice. I didn't mean to, but I have. So, yes, we'll come back to that one later on. So, number 4 is the Battle of Ligny. Number 5, the Battle of Trafalgar. Now, this is quite a key, pivotal moment in the Napoleonic period. It's the death of Nelson, and that took place in 1805 at the Battle of Trafalgar on HMS Victory. 6th is back to the start of Napoleon's career. This is the Battle of Arcole, or Arcola. I've also heard it, seen it spelt. And this is where he grabbed the flag and stormed over the bridge. Yes, that's the story anyway. Number 7, we go to a battle which could be a little bit controversial being in this list, but I think if you've been with the channel this long, then you know that it's not controversial for me. This is the Battle of New Orleans. I consider the War of 1812 to be yet another theatre in the Napoleonic Wars. Although I can see why people would say that's not the case. Number 8. Now this is one of my favourite paintings of all time. This shows an incident at the Battle of Eylau. Anyone who's listened to my series on the Imperial Guard, particularly on the Imperial Guard Heavy Cavalry, should know all about the Charge of the Gods at Eylau. Speaking of charging cavalry, that's what we've got in the next painting as well, the painting for the 9th. That is the Battle of Somosierra. I've always thought it was Samosierra, but looking at it and looking at your answers, it is in fact Somosierra. But I'm accepting either, because I often say it with an A. But that is when the Polish lancers charged up the gorge and cleared out those wicked Spanish gunners. They weren't really wicked, they were doing their jobs. They cleared them out and opened the way for the Napoleon's army to march through. I was obviously on a bit of a cavalry kick when I did these images, and to be fair, artists seem to prefer cavalry as well because you've got the different, you've got the fact that you're painting a horse as well as the man gives you a bit more, a bit more leeway on your painting to show off your skills, and also they look more impressive as well, don't they? Because this is a charging hussar from the Battle of Friedland, a battle which I want to know more about. That's going to be something that I look at more in 2024, and perhaps we bring one or more battle reports to you set in around that campaign. So we went to America on the 7th for the Battle of New Orleans. We're going the other way now, and we are off to India. On the the 11th, we had the Battle of Assaye. Now, this was Wellington's first major victory in a field battle, and this is a painting depicting those events. Now, the next one is, well, if I like the Battle of Assaye or I like the Battle of Friedland or Eylau, this is truly the battle that is the king of my, well, maybe not, second favourite battle, certainly on this campaign, but this is a painting depicting the man himself, General LaSalle, and his final charge at the Battle of Wagram. So we've had quite a few landlubbery battles, and now we're heading back to the high seas for the Battle of the Nile. Now this is where L'Orient blew up, and again, that must have been quite a sight, and that's what this painting depicts. The 14th shows another one of Napoleon's early battles, perhaps his most famous early battle, fought in 1800. This shows the Battle of Marengo, the battle after which his horse was named. Now this next one, the 15th, was a deliberately difficult one. This is a battle from the Swedish-Danish War, and it is the Battle of Matrand. Now I may be pronouncing that horribly, I almost certainly am, but that's what we're going to go with. Now the 16th, as mentioned in the clue video, is General Dad's birthday, so we always do one that's based around the 33rd for that one. So there's a bit of a hint if it's another Flags one or something next year. And this one saw them, well, it wasn't them, but they were at the siege of Seringapatam, and this is the storming of the breach there. That was the storming of the fortress, defeated Tipu Sultan, and that's where he was killed. If anyone's read or seen Wilkie Collins's The Moonstone, that's the battle that starts at the beginning of that. So the 17th sees us going from the high mountains of India to the centre of France herself, and this is the Battle of Paris. Now, quite a few people put the Battle of Clichy or the Battle of the Gates of Clichy. That's all fine. Just the Battle of Paris was good enough for me, but that's excellent. I thought it was the Battle of Montmartre, if I'm honest, but having re-looked into it, then Clichy is fine. The clue made it sound like it was Montmartre, so if anyone's put that, then I've accepted that as a correct answer as well. The 18th is perhaps one of the most famous Napoleonic battles, not the most famous, but certainly up there, and it shows the absolute slaughter slugfest that was the Battle of Borodino. Now, this is a particularly good painting. I really like this one of Kutuzov, and it is, of course, the painting that the Perry set is based on. So now we move to the 19th and another British siege, which included the Duke of Wellington, and this one was the bombardment or siege of Copenhagen. This was done in order to stop the Danish fleet from joining the French, sort of. It was it's an interesting thing. In fact, hopefully we'll be having a video on that either February or March. We're back in the early period, and we're back with the Prussians at the Battle of Jena for the 23rd. For the 20th. 23rd, what I'm talking about, for the 20th. Now, with this one, you can have Jena or Auerstadt, doesn't really matter, because they're effectively the same battle, twin battles. I popped this in the clue, so either of those, absolutely fine. The 21st, we're back to yet another Duke of Wellington siege. This one, I really, really like this painting. This is the storming of Badajoz, the fortress on the Spanish-Portuguese border. I love this painting. I think it's a great painting. The 22nd, we had Quatre Bras, the first of the 100 Days battles on the 23rd, we had what was supposed to, well, what was Linny. I thought the earlier one was Leipzig, the 4th. I obviously mixed up my picture files there, so that was a bit of a shame. And then the 24th, Scotland Forever. This is, of course, Lady Elizabeth Butler's painting of the Battle of Waterloo. So that is the answers. I hope you've been marking your own homework there at home. But if you haven't, don't worry, I have. Now, the picture quality, or the sound quality rather, is going to change here because I'm going to use my camera for filming this, because we are going to draw the winner live. What I've done is I've printed out all of the entries, all of the emails that you sent me, and we are going to divide them into piles, and then we're going to use a D6 because, you know, we're Wargamers, and we'll decide who the winner is. Okay, so as you can see, I have divided the entries into 3 piles. So I'm going to roll a dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll eliminate 2 of the 3 piles here. And it's come to, oh, it's rolled off camera. Let's roll that again on camera. It's come to a 4, so that's the middle pile. So, congratulations if you're in the middle pile. So, we can get rid of those. So, I've just divided these into 3 as well. The reason I'm dividing them off camera is because some of the emails have gone on to the second side, and I don't want to accidentally dox anyone. So I'm making sure that there's no one with a visible name or anything at the top of the pile. So that's why I'm doing this off camera. So we're going to go for the same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 4 again. Ooh, so we're sticking right straight down the middle. Oh, there's one that's got some answers on the back. So let's get rid of those ones. So through luck and not chance, but it actually worked out quite nicely, we have 6 remaining entries. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see here's one that I've had to redact the name from, because as I say, I didn't want to accidentally dox someone. So what I'm going to do is I could do just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I'm going to increase the tension a little more, and I'm going to do it with 1, 2, 3 top row, 4, 5, 6 bottom row. So let's have a look. Oh, it's a 6 this time, so it's the bottom row. Oh. So we're down to 3, and then there were 3. So again, what I'm going to do this time is let's turn them on. Side on, there we are. So we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're in the middle, you've got to be feeling pretty confident. We've had 2 4s already. Let's see how it goes. Now, having said that, I am rolling the dice. So there's a very good chance it's going to be a 1. Let's see. It's a 3. So it is indeed the central entry, which is this year, 2023. That is the winner. Let me just quickly have a look off camera. Again, as I say, I don't want to dox anyone. Let me just fold that back. There we are. So let's check the answers. We've got Austerlitz, yep, Pyramids, Salamanca, Linney, Trafalgar. Let me zoom in a little bit there. Pont d'Arcole, New Orleans, Eli, Sama Sierra, Battle of Freeland, Assai, Wagram, Battle of Nile, Matran, Siege of Suring Patam. He's even got that one. Yep, doesn't say on the back. Battle of Paris. Yep, that's fine. Borodino. Ratisbon. Ooh, no, that's wrong. But, you know, good guess. Jena, Badajoz, Catrabra. Ooh, I don't know what that one is. I've never even heard of that. I have to research that one myself. And the Battle of Waterloo. Well, even if that one is wrong, I'm not saying it is. He's certainly got more than the 16 required. So, I'm going to, again, not dox the guy. Hang on. I'm folding it so the email address is out of sight. And the winner is Richard Ianieri. So, well done, Richard. I will be contacting you, my friend. Congratulations on winning this year's Advent Calendar Challenge. And I hope you've all enjoyed it. It's been a bit of fun. I know there's a prize at the end of it. But I hope you've all enjoyed it. And this is it for January's videos this year. We will be back at the start of February. And I will see all you guys then. Thank you very much. Thanks for everyone who took part and for all the kind words. And I'll see you guys soon.